in the family. If you could just come forward for introduction, because Dr. Pindolia did not come alone, came with the family here. Again, like I said, learning by seeing, learning by observing. For those of us who are families, how much do we involve our families in what we do? How much do they know about what we do, and how much do they support the work that you do? So let's all be upstanding and appreciate Dr. Pindolia as he comes forward with his family. Thank you, please come forward. A round of applause, please, for Dr. Pindolia. Please just come forward for the introduction before the time takes us through that. You may be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start speaking, I would like to introduce, of course, they should not get embarrassed by saying that for long. My elder son Kishore is there. His elder son Anwar here. And his younger son Nehal. Our ladies could not come because of their commitments here and there, so I must apologize for that. Thank you. Father Peter, the board members and the lady chair of the board, the staff of this ordinary team, parents, ladies and gentlemen, this is my second official function which I have to speak something. Otherwise, I will never expected to go and speak or do something. But I am just involved with a helping institution like this. 11 years back, I started with the help of Father Peter and Father Alex, whose absence today I am feeling a gap in this program. But they came to my office, in the area where I have my office. They had some problem with a project in Kandara, Thika, when they were running a primary school there. And they said that after a child grows bigger, they can't accommodate, they cannot be controlled by them. I said, I can't tell from my office anything. You take me there, I see the position, and then we'll do the meeting. That was my first time. I came in contact with Oriana. So I went there with his two fathers and me and my friend who has already passed away, Mr. Patni. I think some of you know him. Then I asked, and they put up the problem, and I said, do you have any agricultural land? Why I was that? The children are from the agriculture family, farmers' family. 99% of them, either they have their own farm or they are workers in farm. I asked them, do you have a small piece of land that these children can be trained when they grow as a farmer and then handed over to their parents? Luckily, and they had a small piece of 3-4 acres of land in Kandara. They took me there, 1 kilometer away from there. When you have a clear conscience, I found a stream passing at the bottom of that land. I told Father Alex and Father Peter that you have the training for these children when they grow up in the farming, and then you hand over to the parents that whatever small thing they can do in their farm, they will do it, rather than disturbing them. So the father said, the rain in our country is just twice. How can we train? I said, the stream God is given you there. Put a motor, I'll give you the tanks even for filling, and then drip irrigation. Do it. So he said, okay, we can do those things, but then you put the greenhouses. So said all this money and things. I said, fine, I will donate 2 of the greenhouses with the help of one of my friends. And then I must say, the Christian in that area felt, when the Hindu can do this in our area, what are we doing? They put another 2 tents over there. So this is how you can initiate different religion and different people for the things. We are all one, all religions are saying the same thing. That whatever you have, share it with your others. Don't worry about the color, creed or religion. That is what I believe in. The helping the disabled children, I am doing many things here, Kenya, in India and wherever I am born. But I am giving the special honor to Oriane because they are trying to make the children who are not having the full ability of the mind to grow up and stand on their own foot. This is the special thing this Oriane is doing, so which I like. Because some of the people, even whether they are disabled or not, they are just pushing to the street and make them the biggest beggar. Now these children will be the honorable citizen of the country and will not be a beggar. This is what I like the most of the things. And I congratulate this Oriane for that matter. And those who are connected with it, they should do that. So I got more involved. After that, they started the vegetable growing, and then the father phoned me saying that now, who do we sell it? One of my friends who was supplying to the supermarket, I sent there and I told him to collect this vegetable, give 10% less. He said, no, why less? I'll give 10% more. People are there to donate, but they don't have the place where to donate and where not to donate. So, Mr. Kanji, he also passed away now at the age. Thereafter, they started selling to when this song came in, they started selling directly to the supermarket. The price was not right. I understand from them now that they are selling directly either from the farm or they are delivering to the area where they are getting the better price. But for your information, whatever the price they are getting and saving after the expense, it is going to the institution. There is no personal interest of anybody. This is the right thing which the institution should do. And then they started another center in the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro, which I have not been there. So when they started there, they asked for the tractor they wanted, a mobile tractor, which they can put on the pickup and take to all these 3 farms whenever they want. Because if the tractor is larger, it will be on one place staying ideal for 80% of the time, which I like it. So I got them a tractor. Whenever there is a small thing here and there, the father rents me. If I find reasonable, then I also try. Because of the love of them giving the thing to rehabilitation to the children, I have come and seen these classes 3-4 times with my family and what they are doing. So I'm really happy. Another thing I'm happy is you might have gone to some other institution of these children or the buildings and the things what they are doing. It is really presentable. It is not a Juakali thing which we otherwise tell the people. This is the happiness. So I have been attached with this one for a quite long time, and I am really happy. Even the tents here, I started the idea of it, greenhouse here. So 3 of the tents are given by my family, and then the others also have initiated to do that. So this is how when you are present here, why I am saying this long thing, that some of you might be initiated whatever you have in your hand, and all the religions of the world says that whatever God is giving you, try to share with the people who don't have that thing. I don't think I am wrong about that. And we should do something, whatever you can do it. Otherwise, that gives how much satisfaction it gives to your heart. You can only know when you start doing that thing, disability. Even helping somebody on the road who needs the help, we should try to do that. That is what the motto. I think all the temples, church and all these things are preaching on this. But lately I found that whatever I read in the newspapers in this country, raping and children being harassed by people, I feel there is a lack of preaching by the religious leaders, which I have talked to some friends of mine and Hindus and Christians and so on, that your preaching you have to change. Don't just have money by moving the walks here and there. So I take the chance because those things I have learned from the World Conference on Religions for Peace, a United Nations body where I was the president and the trustee of that organization until last, or 3 years back. And the last meeting I attended in Germany, it was a meeting of 800 delegates for World Peace Conference. So these sort of things, I am also learning. I am still today a student to learn the things from here and there. So similarly, all of you are here and the others. I think if you are a student, then we can learn a lot of things and do something for the disabled children. So I'm really honored with what Father said, Madam said, and Richard said. But there were those honor and praise I would not like to too much. I just like the thing to keep on working for the people and do whatever I can do and whatever I find. When I was here last time, I brought a boy from my daughter's son from London, and the proposal was put by Mr. Richard. This project, we have 1.3 million. And then I said, give me the drawing. When he came with the drawing to my office, I said, whatever you have drawn is very light. The wind like today, when this photograph fell down, the whole thing to go. It's a very light one. Somebody suggested to him. Then I changed the whole design, even if it's heavy. 1.3 went up to 3 million, as you say. That was the thing that I don't want to say that with the whole, let's go 1.3. Otherwise, this area cannot be of that nature. So we revised and do. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to pay even if it's going to be 5 million. But you must do the right thing. And right thing what you want. And he said, if you want to catch water, drainage and tank and everything, don't worry. I said, go ahead. So this is how you give the donation with the heart, not by reducing something here and there. So because whether it's going to stand for a long or not, and the multi-purpose whole idea which is put by Ms. Richard, I think this will really help financially to the institution also. And when we were talking with the chair lady downstairs, they also suggested that the community around, being a small one here, they can even do the wedding here for things. So, and it will be help to this thing. Nowadays, giving the charity by taking out the vote without anything, few people are getting that. More wants, what am I getting? So you charge them for that. Even evenings, some of the people can come and do the gym and all these things during the weekdays. Because this is the style in the country or everywhere nowadays. Because of they are doing the work by sitting on the chair for the whole day. And the evening they want to come to have some gym and exercise and so. This can be also created here. And those we charge reasonably, not with other things. So this is, today I am having the opportunity to talk and tell you about this. And it is turned up a very good one. I am really happy with my family. And these sort of things can be done. And whenever this sort of institution wants some help, to my ability, I will do the needful with this. I thank you, all of you, for attending. And may God bless all of you, the children, and those things who are doing the good work. Thank you very much.
Let us appreciate Dr. Pindolia once more. Thank you very much, Dr. Pindolia. I want to give you this opportunity, because I know we have many youths in our midst, to ask a question or two. If you have a question for Dr. Pindolia, I'll give you the opportunity to ask. I'm looking around. Okay. Do I bring the microphone? Do you want to come to the front?
Hello, my name is Toto Chipeta. I am a farmer. I'm also a volunteer at Orion Center. My question to you, Mr. Pindolia, thank you very much for donating, is what drives you to do what you're doing? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe there's another question we can take too, and then we answer both at the same time. What drives you to do what you do?
Very good question. I am born in a very poor family in India. Place called Gujarat, and Kutch is there. My parents could not even afford to get me a trouser at that time. And I have studied in India up to standard 4. In 1952 I came. But this story I am telling because if you are born in poverty, then you know the problem of the poor people in the country. If you are born with a golden spoon, I don't think they even look at the bottom what other people are doing. This is the nature of the human being in the world. So as I was born in the poor family, and I came to Kenya in 1952. Today my age, I am not ashamed to tell you my age because I am a gent, I am not a lady. On 12th of May this year, I am getting 81 years old. And with the health I am getting, I thank God. With a lot of exercises I have done, a lot of games I have played in my life, and all these things is keeping me so fit. So, whatever I can do, whatever God gives me, if I share with the poor people and the disabled people, that is giving me the satisfaction that I should do more and more again. You may not be knowing, there is a school where 3,000 children are studying in Nairobi West, which has been done under my father's name, L.R. Pindolia Academy. That is also there, and people, and many other things I have done here, because this is my earning place and my workplace in India. Whatever I do in India, I do here, in different institutions. That is my feeling, because this is my karma for me according to our religion, we say. And that other one is my motherland, we say. That's how I work, and that is the initiative to do this work. I will keep on doing until I am there. Today I have brought my sons here to carry on with the legacy, if they like it that way. So it's all right. God is keeping on giving. I haven't found any hole from where I am taking this money and giving so far. In fact, He is feeling more than I give. So this is what the belief you have to believe from the heart. You cannot say everything is mine. Tell me even one person who has tons of money, and while passing on or going to the Kaburini, has he taken anything from there? So why don't they think they are grabbing here and there, the poor's money, poor's land, and these things, which I am not in favor of those people. So I am of the favor, whatever you have spent with your own hand, that will remember, that will be more giving them, because all those people who have helped them, who you have done, they will remember that will be the great thing you are going to go with, rather than money and land going with you. Thank you very much.
Any other question? Maybe as they think about another question, Dr. Pindolia, you have worked in peace building in the UN for over 20 years. Over 20 years. And this is an election year. All these youths here will be called upon to cast their votes. Will come with money and other things. Oh, very good. So, what tips can you give them? How do we tell good leaders, other than what they are telling us when they are campaigning? There are many people coming to us asking for votes. How do you identify who a good leader is?
I don't think there should be any criteria of identifying them, because in Kenya, whoever getting elected, they will do their own thing. They will not listen. They will come to you when they want votes. So that is what I can say. Otherwise, what they are doing, I don't have to say. You all know about them. They are talking something, doing something. That is what I can say. I don't want to comment anything.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Pindolia. Another round of applause for Dr. Pindolia. Thank you very, very, very much for those tips, for those insights. You have listened, you have heard what Dr. Pindolia has talked about, what his background is. We do not need to be rich to be able to give. And we do not need to be looking through our hand when we are giving. You give with a heart. You heard what he said when the proposal was taken to him. It was much smaller. He did not look at the money, but the value of the product that was being proposed to him. So it is a call upon each one of us, especially our youth in the room, to take up this leadership, to think through how to give back to society. Doesn't it amaze you that it should come all the way from India and impact on us as a community, even more than the Kenyan born or the Kenyans themselves, who call themselves the originals or the owners, have been able to give back. You know, what does it take? You have to learn and you have to purpose, and it has to come from within. I like it that you talked about a legacy that we're all looking at, and the family is taking very seriously in terms of taking forward. So, Dr. Pindolia, we can't thank you enough. We really, really appreciate your support through this center, and we, even as a community, are learning a lot from what you're doing. Kenya has not been known to have many philanthropists, but by interacting with you and interacting with what you're doing through this center, we're able to take one or two tips that can make us better people in the communities that we live. Thank you very much. Let's once more appreciate Dr. Pindolia and his family for what they are doing for all of us through this center. Regina, how far are they? Okay. I think we will proceed. We're waiting for some colleagues who were on the way. They were delayed a bit from media, but we will proceed and they will find us. So, Dr. Pindolia, may I kindly request you, with the members of the family, 3 representatives from the center, the project manager, Father Peter,